don't know about you guys, but when I started, I was a bit nervous the first week because I knew about how to fit a kitchen, but I'd done nothing about products and stuff.
Right.
But you've been here 7 years, is that right?
Yeah, I've been here a long while now, but yeah, I had no experience when I started, so I wasn't in kitchens at all. So I was, a bit nervous, but had loads of really experienced other designers. So that really helped.
Did you know anyone there at all?
No one at all.
No. Did you know any of the people that worked at Howdens?
I didn't know anyone at Howdens, no, but I'd come from a background of independent kitchen retail, so I'd been doing kitchens for 15 years before I started at Howdens, so I had a bit of a leg up in that regard.
Similar to you, I had absolutely no experience in kitchens whatsoever. So for me, very similar on that, kind of nervous and didn't really know what to expect, but was very lucky to be surrounded by some really knowledgeable people that have been here a long time in all sorts of different areas of the business as well. So really supportive, coming in.
I guess I was quite lucky then because I was an ex-customer. So I've been this side of the counter and now I'm the other side of the counter. And I'd experienced like the kind of the whole, as a customer, how did I see Howdens? And now I'm thinking like, how would I want to be treated with? I'm trying to implement that now the other way around. But the thing that scared me the most was the CAD thing. I'd never I'd always done like paper and pen to measure up.
CAD was the thing I was looking forward to because I'd never done official kind of designing stuff, but I'd always had an interest in it. So for me, the CAD was the thing I was really looking forward to actually learning. So opposites in that sense.
And how long did it take you to learn the codes?
Oh, there's still ones I'm trying to learn.
So coming in, I was very lucky that I had lots of support from, say, experienced designers. I was lucky to shadow another designer who's been very successful within Howdens, and we kind of went through the step-by-steps of everything. Basically me just watching how everything's done to start with, really trying to absorb it all, which is really helpful rather than kind of sitting and having to read a book on how to do it. Doing it on the job and being able to be involved and get that involvement and see the feedback and what works, what doesn't kind of work was really, really useful. Along with the designer training that was implemented as well by Howdens, all of the stuff on the academy that you can access as well is really kind of helpful to pick up those little bits along the way.
I guess my experience in that room, on the first design train, there was like some people had fitted kitchens before, some people hadn't designed, some people had designed and sold kitchens before, but some people hadn't done any of that. And I was thinking about kind of where's a good starting point, I suppose, from where do you think, I feel confident in what I'm doing now, and learning the products and stuff. So it's like loads of different experiences there.
I think across the business, from like all designers that I spoke to, everyone pretty much has come from a different background and really well integrated into using things from lots of other different jobs. Whether it's that you don't have the design experience, you've got that experience working with customers or working with people within the business that you can quite easily transfer into learning this role as well.
Yeah, there's lots of different elements to like kitchen design role, isn't it? Because there's the design side of it, there's the sales side of it, there's going out to people's homes and liaising with customers.
Does anyone go to school and go, I want to be a kitchen designer? Where's the degree course in kitchen design? There isn't one, is there? Or is there? So it's kind of a job that you kind of fall into, I think, because you've got different aspects. Like you have to be a bit of a salesperson, you have to be a bit of have a bit of
the interior design.
I know that I lack on, because it's something that I still ask my wife to say what colour goes with what colour, and I know that kind of thing is not good for me, but I'm kind of getting better at it, because I think I maybe got tied up a little bit with the technical side of it, but I think more often it's about the kind of the speaking to the customer. I don't know what because you've been doing obviously a lot longer than I have.
There's different elements to it. I mean, there's the design element and the sales element of it. I think everyone's going to be slightly better at one side of things than another. But what I found is obviously in the depot, there's a lot of experienced people. So if maybe I don't quite have the upper skill set for one element of it, someone else will.
So do you see yourself as more of a salesperson or a designer?
It's both. You have to do both. Yeah. You need to design things that sell. Like simple as that. You can't just design things that no one buys.
It's definitely, it's a multi-skilled role. There's lots of different attributes that you can bring into it. Whether you've worked in customer service before, you can bring that aspect into it because you're dealing with customers constantly and you're going to have a lot of customers and a lot of projects. For me, the biggest thing that I liked about the job is that job satisfaction. You get to see a project from the beginning in the middle, right through to the end, and you make people happy while you're doing it as well. And it gives you that kind of that
Who's not
self
driving
sense.
home after you've measured up, thinking, "Oh no, I'm going to put the fridge there, and I'm going to put the washing machine," and I can't actually wait to get back to the depot and like drag it into place and go, "Oh, that's what we talked about," and then oh, actually, let's see what it looks like in ash green over the sage green, and just see if I can sort of see what that looks like. So
And then you present that to the client and see how they feel about what you've put together.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
sell that through and see that through to installation.
That is my favourite part, honestly. Yeah.
It's always nice when you do a design and the first thing they say is, "That's exactly how I pictured it."
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be tweaks and stuff, but yeah, when someone just goes, "That's exactly what I imagined," that satisfaction
It's
of that
problem
is-
solving as well.
yeah.
Like people don't come to you because they love their current kitchen. There's nothing wrong with it. They come to you because they've got a problem and they want a new kitchen and you to solve the problems they've got, and being able to kind of work through that with them and then see them at the end being so happy with everything.
Well, that's why I asked that question, because I think that if you do that bit really well, then the selling bit becomes really easy.
Yeah,
You know,
no, it does.
it's just about, you know, what their budget is, and if you're in line with their budget, and if you're in line with their sales thing, I don't think that the sales bit's on a kind of, but it,
It's just building rapport with the client, isn't it?
Yeah.
Build a good rapport with the customer, make sure they understand what we can do for them, and then follow it through.
Yeah. So one project I remember I did was Gillingham Football Club. They needed to redo the executive boxes in the ground. So local builder who uses me for all his designs came to me to design them left and right-handed, slightly different sizes on each of them. But that was really cool.
do
to see
you like
that.
football?
I'm really into football. Right. So yeah, really cool to kind of design all those up and know that they're there, kind of thing. Any other kind of memorable projects you guys have done?
So I mean, I've done projects from my next door neighbour's grandma down the road to big commercial properties for colleges, universities, offices. Like there's no set, you're going to do the same thing every day, and every day is so different. You're constantly meeting new people, constantly going into new spaces, and it's really good to get your creative ideas flowing. There's just so many different things happening all the time that you can kind of pull off one project into another, make it slightly different. It's all kind of interchangeable, but such a wide range of projects.
Yeah, I like that. I just need a run of units. I like those ones as much as I like the ones where I'm designing this massive extension. It kind of is it horses
What
for courses?
surprised me, coming from the independent sector where we were dealing with really high value projects, is that Howdens is in that market as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just your entry level one run of the competitively priced product. We've got the in-frame and the high-end product as well, with the dovetail drawer boxes and everything else. You can really sort of do some big luxury kitchens, some significant properties.
Like, go to town for me on this one. And yes, let me at it. Does it get boring?
No, it doesn't, because every day is different, like Monica said. So different size of projects, different customers, you know, people you've dealt with for that whole time you've been here, bring their customers to you.
In my depot, the team that was there, one had been there 14, 15 years, the other one took 12 years. I'm thinking that was one of the influences of me coming across. I was thinking, well, it must be an okay job. They've been there such a long time. They used to serve me when I was in there 12 years ago. So
I work with people who've been with Howdens 20 years.
Yeah.
Still in the same depot. So yeah, longevity is definitely something. Most of the staff have been there over 5 years in the depot.
Right.
Some much longer than that.
It's nice about, because you've got constantly new trends of kitchens coming in.
Yeah.
You'll do a similar kitchen, similar styles, and then it will be the next year they start to phase out, new ones come in. So the market is constantly changing for new ideas that allow you to be more creative, and we're bringing in more products that allow for that as well.
I guess you've got your long stay customers as well then.
Of course.
I'm trying to get established with, you know.
Yeah, it takes a little while, but once they're there and you do your job as you should, kind of thing, with them. Every builder and every kitchen fitter works slightly differently. Some want certain panels in certain places, you know, simple things like that, but you pick up what each of them want individually, and that's why they come back to you, because you know what they want.
Yeah, obviously, you were saying about like you've built up all your relationships with the trade people. Because I feel like I'm seeing obviously a lot of the end users on behalf of the trade. So as much as that is important to deal with that tradesperson, they're kind of entrusting us to go, look, this is my customer, go out and look after my customer for me, and do all that bit where they do the
it's a service we're offering the tradesperson, isn't it, on their behalf, to go out and do the site survey, speak to their customer and understand what their customer needs, and then go and put that design together for the builder.
But I mean, I quite like it, because then once you've done the design, then you've got the backup from them to say, this is what I've designed. Can you fit this? And then they say, and they can then at that point say that doesn't quite work, or that works, or that doesn't quite work. So I like being that kind of project manager in between the three of them. But I feel like, you know, the customer feels, the end user feels, you know, the homeowner feels that they've got a direct line into you, but then the tradesman's involved as well. So that's quite a nice, like, kind of.
I think it helps to put a lot more customers, as in homeowners, at ease, because they know that they've got the support of their builder and with their designers as well, to kind of create something together that they know is going to work and they know is going to fit and it's going to be what they want. So it's nice to be able to kind of work as a team to, like you say, kind of project manage the thing for the builder so that everyone's getting the outcome that they want from it.
I think, yeah, it gives them the peace of mind they've got a professional designer, a professional fitter involved in their project, that each person does their own element really well so that the whole project comes together.
It's a lot more security as an end user.
Because I see that with the experienced ones that are in my depot, that they've got that trust from they know that designer knows how they work and knows how they're going to put it together. Obviously, I'm still trying to kind of get there with that. But I think that's, for me, that's the kind of the meta one. Once you're at the point where they just ring me up and say, Colin, go to Mrs. Brown and sort her kitchen out, you know, that's what I'm looking to do.
One of the things for me that's really great about working for Howdens is some of the incentives they have to offer. Particularly for me, last year I did the rounders where we went up to Coniston and we played rounders, and it was great because I'd played rounders since I was at school, and it was such a good laugh. And we did go-karting earlier in the year, and did not get into the...
Have you done the dragon boat racing? Because that's something that's coming up soon, isn't it?
I've not done it.
I've not done it yet. No, I've done the rounders, but yeah, not the dragon boat. That sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah. I think there's always stuff like that, like there's available to go on, isn't it? It's,
I got to go on the go-karting trip a few weeks ago, which I was surprised at because I've only been at the company like 3 months and already invited out to go and do a day out go-karting with all the team and meet everyone from all the other depots. Yeah. So that was really good, just to go and meet.
It's really nice to meet other people as well across the company.
For me, coming from the independent sector, selling like luxury kitchens over to Howdens is, as I said before, about the quality of the products and everything else. But as an employee, the rewards are right up there and much higher than I expected. There's a lot of opportunity to earn that bit extra, you know, as a team, as a depot. There are the bonuses and incentives there. There's always something on. I don't know how you find that.
Well, I came from a background of individual target, individual reward. But I kind of didn't like that environment of that backstabby. This was my lead. This was my customer. This was my house that I sold. And, you know, people would be reluctant to cover viewings. So I kind of like the whole ethos of the whole team, you know, the warehouse people. If you hit your target as a depot, then everyone in that warehouse, everyone in that depot, everyone in the warehouse benefits, all the management, everyone gets an equal kind of share. And I really like that. And then so that if the 1 month you are a little bit down and your team picks you up, then that's great. This month you might pick them up and they might be a little bit down, but we're all working towards the same number. So
there's a real strong sense of like that community, and it really brings you together a lot more as a team when you know you're all in it together. And like you said, it's not every month for themselves. We're all here to kind of help each other. Like you kind of said earlier, if there's something that you're not quite so good at, or if for whatever reason you were off work, there's someone there to help you.
Well, I mean, there are always there was also sort of some incentives, but for me, it's kind of like that thank you or well done is what motivates me. It's like, well done, you've done this month. So that's the big driver for me. But obviously, you know, the money's a nice thing to have, and you know,
there's always lots of incentives, especially for the kitchen sales designer role. Like annual ones, month to month, every now and then, and stuff like that. So there's always a lot going on where you can potentially, you know, earn more money than the normal kind of thing. So it's good as part of a team, but kitchen sales designer, you get that little bit extra kind of opportunity as well, which is really nice.
You do.
One thing that I've seen since I've started working for Howdens is there's definitely a higher incentive for internal progression. I mean, two of the designers I started working with when I started here over a year ago, they've now both got their own depots. They're both managers of their own depot. So that for me, it's nice to see that kind of progression through the business from an internal point of view rather than an external point of view as well.
My depot manager started in the warehouse. He went up, he's done counter, he's done designing, he's done assistant manager, obviously. he's done everything, and now he's a depot manager. He's been a depot manager for a few years.
That's why I asked you, like 7 years or whatever of designing. You know, you obviously, were you getting bored? You know, what did you want to be the next step? But I think that if you want to if you want to do something else, then there's those opportunities, isn't there?
Absolutely.
But if you absolutely love doing kitchens, well, why not stay as a kitchen designer and be successful at that?
Yeah.
And that's certainly my sort of short-term goal, is just to be respected and be a good kitchen designer in the first point, and then see what happens after that. But you know,
if you want progression,
Yeah,
the company will support you in the direction that you want to go.
Absolutely.
yeah.